We're going to strip this battery charger. It's a 40 amp battery charger. It's just under 80 pounds. Vectrol Systems, Vulcan, made in Canada. I'm thinking it's for a forklift charger. That's my guess. But you know, I'm not a professional. I just break things. That's why I pick demolition and scrapping for what I like doing. I mean, it could be worth money to someone, but where is he? So, people throw things away because it's either too old, outdated, or broken. Outdated could be okay, but broken is broken, right? But I'm not saying it's broken because I don't know. Disclaimer here, if it's not copper, I'm going to leave the transformer and sell it the way it is. It's the only difference. But so far what I can see, I see lots of copper. Oh yeah, she's got copper. It's copper. Lots of copper actually. Not really of a simple tear out either. Lots of nuts and bolts, and transformer looks pretty big. It's gotta be, I don't know, 5 to 10 pounds of copper maybe. Hard to say. So just grab a chair because everything is like low. Just gonna put it up, but which I may still do. But so what I want to do is just disconnect most of this stuff because a lot of stuff I can strip, wire strip it. There's even copper solenoids here. Old school fuse. This is really old actually. Well, maybe that's standard, that kind of fuse, I'm not sure, but it's old anyways. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to strip it completely, separate the copper. As much as I can strip, I'm going to do it. The extension. The oil in there. Seems like it's everything's tight. Okay. What? Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, put it inside the garage area. Maybe on that side somewhere.
And I got you, because I took all your screws.
Yeah.
I brought you a box of screws here.
Yeah. Okay, sounds good, thanks. This one should be strippable here. That's why I thought it was a welder almost when I first got it, because it had almost like a welding cable in there. But the spec says 40 amps, so you need a lot of power, 40 amps. So you need a thick wire. Big battery charger, huh?
Watch watch the coil doesn't have a charge in it.
I don't see capacitor.
No?
They got big capacitors.
Looks like a good big copper coil there.
Oh, it looks really big actually. I'm hoping.
I thought it was a welder.
That's what I thought it was a welder too originally.
Don't take it apart a welder.
But it's not a welder.
Anything else, man?
No.
No?
What else is new, right?
So I'm cleaning up on the side of the house there.
Yeah.
Can I put the other two barbecues that are there with all the other
Well,
barbecues?
I'm putting a fence across there, so why I want to leave.
But I want to clean it up nicely there.
We'll clean it up, but
Eric's not going to want to keep walking.
bring the barbecue this way here in the back here, because I want to strip the stainless steel.
That's what I mean. I'll put the stuff
But
along.
I'm putting a fence across there, so
I don't know why it was put back there when it could have been put there.
no, because stainless steel prices are low. They're $1.10 and went down like 45 cents. But I'm gonna strip them anyway
I'm
soon.
not talking dishwashing. I'm
Plus-
talking barbecue.
Yeah, I'm talking barbecues. Yeah, prices went down. They were really high before. Yeah, just put it in the back with the other one there. Against the against.
Oh, I stacked those propane tanks.
Yeah.
I'm going to put the propane tanks there nice and clean.
Okay, and put it against the wall of the back here, back of the building. These are brass actually. I'm not sure about this nut here, or the washer, but it's brass. So got aluminum plate here. It's like 70, almost 79 pounds this thing. So it's pretty heavy duty. Not much to it, a little circuit board and nice looking transformer. And strip these on a wire machine too after. That's the problem, is this is all salvageable, this whole thing here, so I have to do it, so bear with me on this small stuff, but if I don't do it now, it won't never get done, right? We like to know exactly what's in here for value wise. Okay, hold on. I'll unscrew this, and be back in a minute. Okay, excuse me, so I got thing to get apart. I think these are gonna be like dirty brass or something like that. Connection points. Okay. There's relays here that have copper, but I'm not going to go to that extent. But the main copper we'll take out. Take these brass connections off at the same time so they'll get more value than just leaving them there. So we'll have solenoids here. These we can strip. It's a square. This copper bearing. Brass. It's actually like a relay solenoid. See, this thing here is aluminum. A piece in here. Oh, it's tight. Very tight. You guys, have you ever recognized this? Is it like I say, for a forklift, or what do you guys think? Definitely a battery charger. It's got a timer. I don't know how long the timer goes for, but I might look at it in a second. 40 amps. These are just going to be 10. And then we have a fuse. You can salvage the brass off it. We have a socket. And here we have some relay, a few things there, top it off. Steel circuit board relay. Then we're going to have the wires here. That's like a low grade high. We don't strip that stuff. It's $1.60 a pound, but I'm not sure right now, but that's the last time I got that. So what's your guys' guess for copper wise? We'll pop it out and we'll get a better look at it. And then we have this light here with a timer. It's the same type of timer in a dryer or a washing machine or something like that, similar. It's got a motor on there. Start, finish. Doesn't say how long it charges for. Okay, so we're going to knock off this motor. And then you'll have all these little copper pieces there, and your motor's right here. There's your copper right there, that motor. Okay, so we're close. I just don't know, when I start loosening these bolts, the tension is going to be real tight all the time. I'll take off one on each side. See tension, you can feel tension already to hold it. it's got 3 only. One's missing. This one's starting to turn already. Okay. Okay, take a grinder to it. I'm spending too much time. Grind the head off it. Okay, transformer. Definitely all loose. Oh. Whew. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it on a scale, because if we sell it the way it is, we can see what the value is. $48.9, so it's worth about $25 right now, the way it is. Around 50 cents. Say about $24, something like that. Okay. Whew. It's a heavy one. So ideally we'll take the framing off it. Give it a flat head. Looks like I got lucky on that one here. This one's nice. Nice looking transformer.
Phil, you see a red one?
Yeah?
Mine. I must have left it somewhere.
Okay.
I'm missing my impact drill. I can't find it anywhere.
Huh.
But it's probably in it, right?
I hate flatheads, just never work properly. HMS. Never wear gloves for these things. Don't. You know what kind of oil is in the paper, soaked in this paper. Could be PCBs even. Don't know. Why is that? Some of this could be brass, some of it, but not a lot of it, some of it. She got quite a bit copper on this thing. I should be able to hammer one side over, I'm thinking. I'm gonna try. I might separate some of this wire first. This low grade wire we don't need here. This is big copper there. Just gets in the way of what we're doing. I'm thinking this probably will break. Should break. So hold on for a minute. I just want to let my battery settle down for a second, and we'll come back in a second. I'm going to try to smash these ends off. I'm going to cut that one off. Okay, that one still has to be taken apart, but it's a bit of a mess. Could have unraveled it if I wanted to, but anyways. Like that black tar here, you don't know what it's made out of, right? Definitely wear gloves. I'll throw my gloves away later. They're ready to go anyways, these gloves. So I'm doing outside. If you're doing inside, you should wear a mask for sure. Okay. I'll have to cut this in half, just so I can get this out off here. Plastic. There. Wow, look at that copper there. Finally got a good transformer for once. Add up big time. So I'm going to get a little container. Okay, hold on, let me get a container. Find a bucket. Okay. Okay, so I ended up cleaning the ground here. It's just a nightmare. Any guess on how much weight this is going to be? I never weighed nothing yet. I took a peek at a little piece I had cut off, and it seemed pretty heavy, so it's going to be heavy. Definitely got weight. It's got paper material between its laminations here, so I'm gonna have to get it all taken apart. Look at that, huh? Hard to believe how this stuff can change the electricity. Make the voltage just so much higher or so much lower. This coiling wire on a iron core. So hard to believe the technology. Stuff was hard to bend apart. I want to fill the bucket up, otherwise it's going to be... See? Doesn't bend down. There it is. I have to cut the insulation there on that one there. ridiculous how I can't even bend this stuff. It's like steel. Definitely copper, but it's like steel. It's rolled in tape. Let's get a knife or something. It's got a big paper core still. Not sure if I can cut that. How thick it is. If I can take this outer part on the inside off, it's probably this. I can sell a core the way it is, like that. It's soaked in oil. See that? Be careful with this type of stuff. Wear gloves at all times. I see guys, they're just pawing their material and they're eating food and stuff. Can't be doing that. That's how this stuff goes in your body. Chemicals, oil, and it's all bad for you. That's what I'm doing outside to get fresh air, right? See, this one has to be over that one. You'll probably have to take one more off here. Wire might be a little thinner, so a little bit easier. See that? It's almost say number 1 for this. I don't know if it's laminated, but it's a problem. It's thick like number 1. There's a couple things in here I can't. A couple more layers still. And when I saw that box, I said, yeah, that's gonna be money. Probably might be more heavier than this pool. The pool heater could be. Oh. sun is hot, huh? That's like a microwave transformer right there almost. But it doesn't seem that heavy, but it's got weight, but not super heavy. This is actually the bottom. Just too hard. Doesn't want to flex. Got weight. Just remember, there's only one side. The other side still. Ridiculous amount of copper. Just one side of copper. The 4x6 or something, or 4x4. Knock it down. The joint right here. Okay, that's done. Okay, I'll do the other one off camera, but that's one side of it. You see, I'll take it apart completely to clean it because it's still too much laminations and windings and paper, even some plywood. Not now, but when I was taking the transformer apart originally, I saw some plywood. But wear your gloves. And if you're cutting, cut outside or wear a mask. Well, you can tell where I smashed it, because the laminations were, you know, this way and this way, this way, like, you know, one went there between. Otherwise, if it was going to be one solid piece, I would have to cut it or something. It's burnt tar on it or something. You can see exactly what it takes to rip it apart. So I did one in real time, so you know. Otherwise, you just think it's when someone pops a video on 5 seconds later, it does the we call it like super fast or whatever, 5 times fast or something. It looks like the guy's all over the place, but anyways, real time. Okay, hold on. And this way I can charge my battery also. Okay, stay tuned. I got that stripped. Took a pretty well bucket. It's not too bad. I'm gonna grind this to see what it's made of. It's over here. Copper. So let's go to number 2 copper. This one's on a strip. See, today they'll shrink wrap it. This is only duct tape or black tape. They'll shrink wrap it otherwise today. This will never unravel like this tape will. Go in the bucket automatically. You have these other ones here, a little different design. These ones are just gonna sell them the way they are. This will be the better grade wire. Okay, then we have the other cables here. One I'll strip and one I won't. This one I won't. So this is a different kind of grade wire again. Not as good. It's like a low grade. Let's see if we can split this. Not sure, my glasses are over there. I'm going to crack it open, and this way I got the full length of the wire. It's, you know, screws, it's like it's clamped in or something. See a nice connection there. Yeah. Okay. This is thick and it's got lots of weight, so it should be really good. So I thought they were welding cables at the start. It's a cheap set. Copper. May jam up the thing, I don't know. Tape, take it off, just to be safe. Because it might de-roll or something. Okay, traditional wire. Let's see how it's going to cut. Not that good. And what happened with this wire here? Didn't cut it for some reason. This kind of wire, you make money. If you sell it the way it is, you won't make money. Anything like this kind of wire or welding cable, better return. Put this on a scale for the hell of it. See what we get out of this thing. Is it curious or not? 3 pounds maybe? No, 1.8, so it's not that heavy. 1.8. Okay, so I think we're ready for a weigh out. This is the brass I cleaned already. Whatever I was cleaning while I was charging my battery. So couple little solenoids there, but they're not gonna create a lot of weight or nothing. So we're gonna have this here, low grade high, 0.8 of a pound, at least a buck anyways. $1.20 or something like that, maybe. That. Then this is low grade. It's like $1.15 last time. £1 exactly. So we got over $2 already from that load. And the case alone is probably $1. Okay, copper. We have some old sheet aluminum. 1.2 pounds. Copper. 20.8. So we got about 18.5 pounds of copper came out of there. Because that was 2.2 of this pounds. So we'll just say 18.5. But not bad for a thing, right? So 435 times 18.5, $80. Wow, 80 for that. $85 we got about 95 on the first one. This one produced about $95 because of the tin on top of that, and this one created about 80, almost $85. Yeah, about 85 with all this here. It's not bad. So if you see the stuff, you gotta kind of have to look to excuse me, but if I tried selling that to someone, it'd give me like, I'd be lucky at $20. So I'm saying, some things you just have to sell or scrap and not sell it, if you know what I mean. They don't pay enough. The hammer got. Let's see if I can get the little tag off. The hammer's on the ground. And I have all this other stuff too in it. The cord transformer, some HMS also. Oh, yeah. It's a sticker or something. There it is. We got HMS on top of that. Vulcan electric battery charger, Toronto, Canadian made, so that's kind of cool. So it's an old one, probably maybe 60s, I think, or something, 70s. So it's in heavy metal. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the video. Another $85. I'll probably scrap that tomorrow, I think. Okay guys, thanks for watching. Have a great day.